So in legitimately fear-provoking situation after situation, the words, "Do not be afraid, fear not," they appear. Person after person, place after place, God is persistent in offering this message to people. I've heard from some of you that God has come into your lives with a similar message in ways that you did not expect or understand. Do not be afraid. It doesn't answer all the questions, but it does invite a certain posture of trust, a posture of openness. And so I land on the conviction that fear not is not an instruction that invites us to ignore reality or to deny what is scary, but it's one that invites us into a continuous discipline of turning our very real fear over to God again and again. Not because we ever get rid of that fear entirely, not because God instantly fixes all of our problems, but because doing so, turning to God again and again, it is part of the spiritual journey of intentionally developing a relationship, of being in relationship with God, who is involved in all of our stories and transitions and journeys. A God who cares for us. A God who shows up in ways that we can't control or we can't expect. Fear not invites us to lift up what is true for us in the moment and to trust that God is with us in it. As God was with Abram as he ventured to a new land, as God was with Hagar in a moment of abandonment and desperation, as God was with the Israelites as they wandered, as God was with them when they were taken into exile, as God was with each person in the birth story of Jesus as he was born into a time of unrest and upheaval, as God was with the least and the last and the broken and the wayward people who followed Jesus, as God was with people who ached for healing, as God was with people who wrote down told the stories of what they witnessed in Jesus' life and death and resurrection. God is with all of those people, and God is with us.